Welcome back to another vid, man. In today's video, we're gonna be reacting to Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's beef, man. I ain't gonna hold you, they back at it again, bro. There's some unemployment news for us real quick, man. Let's get straight into this, man.
Now, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are beefing once again. After Cardi B dropped her recent album, fans started pointing out that some of Nicki's posts online looked like they might have been aimed at Cardi. And of course, that immediately...
And I met Cardi before. I ain't gonna hold you. I met her in real life, bro. IRL. She was very nice. I was like, yo, Cardi, let me get a pic. And I got the pic. She was very nice. I don't know. I'm a Cardi fan. I'm team Cardi. I don't care.
Reignited their feud, especially after Cardi B fired back.
Bad.
This time, the beef has gotten so nasty that they've even started dragging each other's kids into it. It all started about a week ago when Cardi B dropped her album.
Chat, Cardi or Nicki? Might have to go Cardi, bro. Low key, bro. That shit was fat too.
Am I the Drama? Shortly after, Nicki put up a few tweets that many people thought were shots at Cardi B's album. And that's when Cardi responded with a message directly aimed at Nicki, saying, "Why you keep bringing up my album? It's not the gag you think it is. You've been in the game for 16 years. You need to compare yourself to your peers from your era. Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake. Those are the numbers you should be competing with. You can't because you're doing lower than all of them. I was in high school when you came out. Why are you even comparing yourself to me for?" From there, the back and forth really kicked off. With both Nicki and Cardi trading insults on Twitter. And as usual with these two, things escalated quickly and it got pretty nasty. So let's take a look at some of these tweets. Cardi B went on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Cocaine Barbie, no. Damn, yo, nah, this shit finna get serious, bro. You ain't have to bring up the cocaine.
And put up a few posts where she said things like, "You must have missed me, huh? Crazy. Now kiss my feet. Nothing more annoying than a bored bitch. The power I have, make these bitches come out of rehab every time. Go to your fucking room. Cocaine Barbie." This was a response to some of the things Nicki had been allegedly saying about Cardi B's album. And it looks like Nicki had been listening to and dissecting Cardi B's music and performance numbers. And Cardi definitely took notice. Now I want to take a look at some of these more explosive tweets because this is where the situation really started to spiral. One of the tweets from Cardi B said, "Alright now, this is the third time talking about my pregnancy, like you wasn't going to different fertility doctors cause you couldn't reproduce from all them perks scrambling your eggs." Not
oh my god, yo, this is getting out of control, bro. Damn, bro. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, Nicki about to crash out, bro.
allegedly, "Lord protect my babies." And things kept on getting worse with
Perks does that?
both sides bringing up personal issues and family. Nicki responded with a long thread of her own. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but to give you context, she basically denied ever having fertility issues, mocked Cardi B with the Barney B nickname, brought up personal allegations about Cardi B's relationships, and even threatened to release supposed medical records. And she closed by saying this, "Also, let me say this, though I've never had fertility issues, it's not something to be used as a drag. Until you know the women who are actually living that pain, blaming themselves, we could only imagine and pray for them, love them, uplift them, not use these women as a punchline." So in the middle of all the insults, Nicki also made a point about how fertility shouldn't be used as a weapon in arguments. And then this is when we get to the part I don't really like, which is kids being dragged into the beef. I'm not really a fan of that at all, but obviously...
Oh yeah, don't drag the kids, bro. This shit ain't never gonna be able to get fixed, bro. Like, they beefing harder than Dirk and YB. This crazy.
Both of them decided to take it there, and personally, I don't really think it matters who's...
Now, you gotta think about it. Girls ain't gonna slide on each other and shit and send out hits. But they definitely doing shit in the background. Like, this beef don't stop. It's never stopping, bro.
Started it. I think they both know exactly what they're doing. Cardi B started by saying, "Girl, it's your son's birthday. Why are you on Twitter dedicating essays to me? For the love of God, go to Chuck E. Cheese." In response, Nicki mentioned Cardi B's daughter, Culture, in a tweet where she said, "Culture..."
Oh my god. Damn, bro. Damn, we need to stop this beef, bro. This shit getting out of control. When you bringing the kids in there, and you calling them ugly, like, this is too far, bro.
"Vulture, you ugly too." And then Cardi B fired back with one of the most viral tweets of this whole exchange. She wrote, "Papa Bear," which is a nickname for Nicki's child, "I'm sorry you can't speak and banging spoons because your mom couldn't put the drugs down. I'm sorry your mom not even paying attention to you on your own birthday cause she's such an obsessed and dark-spirited hating hoe. I'm sorry." Nicki then escalated by saying, "Culture, you a roach and a monkey like your sister." At this point, things were way beyond anything that you could ever go back from, right? It turned into very personal insults.
There's no going back, bro. If you start talking about my kids, bro, it's up. It's up, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. There's no going back. Nigga, I might have to slide on you like Dirk. I ain't gonna hold you.
Bite each other's kids. In my opinion, that's where it completely crossed the line. But then again, there's no line in a situation like this. And I think a big part of the reason why so many people are paying attention to this particular beef is because it does get to a point like this. After that, Cardi B completely snapped and went on one of the harshest rants of the whole back and forth. She accused Nicki of having trauma from her own father, saying, "Babe, you've been having cum stains in your mouth since you was a minor because your daddy used to molest you. Damn. Tell the world that's why you wake up so miserable."
Bro. Yo. I ain't gonna hold you. This is insane. I ain't know, bro. I'm thinking they was just gonna be like, yo, your album trash, your song is ass, you ain't sell this much. This is just crazy. Like, this is over the top. This is crazy, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
because you hurt and full of trauma and trying
This
to
is
apply it
shit
to
you don't
everybody
say.
else.
I'm
Why
surprised Twitter let you say anything, bro. Yo, Twitter's the shit. Damn.
you keep bringing up Rock Nation? I'm not even signed to them. You delusional, paranoid, coke sniffing bitch. And then Cardi B after this continued with another extremely vicious tweet. You said F vulture, what? Bitch, fuck that slow ass son that came out of your pussy. You was
Bruh. I ain't team no one at this point, bro. Cause both of them are tweaking, bro. Like this is shit you don't say, bro. Nah, bro. Nah.
wishing so much negativity on me while I was
At this point, set up the boxing event. Just box it out, bro. Cause it's only gonna get worse, bro. Like she said. So, bro. I'm thinking how I would react if someone said this to me. I'm not even typing no more. It's like, yo, I sent you the Eddie. Let's like, come on, bro. It's over.
pregnant and look at your karma. Look what your rotten pussy produced. Now he a whole 5-year-old tiptoeing around the house and can't spell his name. Damn. So right now it's obviously not about no music, no album. This turned into a straight up personal destruction. The lowest of the low. And honestly, that's why I said earlier that once kids get brought into it, the whole situation crossed the line. But then again, like I said, there's really no line in a situation like this. Now, there are some other posts as well, but honestly, we're way past gossip territory right now. And I'll be completely honest with you, this is not my forte since I like to have intelligent conversations and break things down in a way that makes sense. But this situation right here is obviously far from logical. None of it really makes sense. These are two women who really don't like each other. I emphasize women because when women are beefing, they tend to get super catty.
Isn't Cardi beefing with JT too? Like, bro, Cardi top op, bro. Cardi's like the YB in this. I'm gonna keep it a
Because
buck.
guys are like, you know what, let's fight it out and let's leave it in the ring. But women, they're
Yeah,
very
niggas
good at
don't do,
breaking
bro.
each
Niggas
other.
don't do all this talking. Niggas don't do all this typing, bro. After you say certain shit, after you say some certain shit, it's like, yeah, no more typing, no more texting. When I see you, I'ma see you. When a nigga say when he sees you, he gonna see you.
Down with words, and that's exactly what's going on here. For anyone familiar with Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, you already know that this isn't new. These two women have been going at it for years, and Cardi B actually used to be a huge Nicki Minaj fan before she became a rapper, even saying on multiple occasions that she adored Nicki a lot. But once Cardi B got her own momentum, things changed. The industry saw an opportunity to market her as competition to Nicki, because at that point, and honestly still today, there wasn't another female rapper on Nicki's level. Now, my personal theory on why Cardi B blew up the way she did is that the industry wanted to open the door for more marketable personalities, even if they weren't as talented musically. That way, they could push looks, social media presence, and personality-driven branding, which makes the industry.
But I still think Nicki and Cardi are like the best female rappers. It's Nicki, Cardi, Lotto. Damn, I don't know too many female rappers, so cut me some slack. Nicki, Cardi, Lotto, and I'm not talking about old generation. I'm talking about like Nicki, Cardi, Lotto, other female rappers. I'm leaving some out, but yeah, like those are the top three. That's like
now,
really.
on the other hand, for Nicki Minaj, she's always been one of those artists who feels bigger than life. She was born to rap, born to perform, and she fought her way up in an era where artists didn't have all the tools that exist today. Her success feels more earned through talent and resilience. But when it comes to Cardi B, things are completely different.
Is Rihanna a rapper? If she is, then she's number one.
For her, her success has kind of been more generated through social media hype. Although I'm not the biggest fan of her music, I do respect her hustle.
Hold on. Lauryn Hill, Doja Cat. There's some good rappers. Can't believe they put Ice Spice in this, but never mind.
She's extremely resourceful, she's business minded, and she knows how to stay relevant. But I don't think she could be put in the same conversation as a Nicki Minaj when it comes to artistry. Deep down, I think she knows that she's never going to get the same respect as Nicki, simply because there are levels to the craft of making music. Now, to Cardi B's right, Cardi B is a huge brand with a machine fully behind her, but respect can't be bought, it can only be earned. And that's why Nicki's career looks different. A lot of people may not like Nicki Minaj, but at the same time, she's never really been industry friendly. She doesn't benefit the machine the same way a Cardi B does. That's part of the reason why, despite being nominated multiple times, Nicki has never won a Grammy. I'm not saying that it's a conspiracy theory that she hasn't won, but it is very strange considering her accolades and accomplishments in the music industry. So one could question why exactly she hasn't won a single Grammy. Some people might point towards her abrasive personality, but at the same time, there's a lot of artists in the music industry who are not particularly liked even by the music industry itself, and they've got Grammys and other awards for the work that they've put in. Meanwhile, Cardi B got a Grammy just 2 years into her mainstream run with Invasion of Privacy. But to Cardi B's right, she did break some records with that particular album.
That Grammy was gifted, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. She did not deserve it, bro.
And she did make a lot of impact when she came out during that time. Now, when it comes to this back and forth between Nicki and Cardi, let's be real, the beef is lucrative. Everything is about garnering attention in general, because that attention means eyeballs, which means potential sales. It keeps both of them in the headlines, it keeps fans talking, and it fuels engagement. In a way, the feud obviously benefits both.
She beat Pusha T's Daytona, bro. She beat Mac Miller's and Nipsey Hussle and Travis. Like, bro, come on, bro. She did not deserve that Grammy. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro.
sides. That said, I don't necessarily agree with how either of them are handling this ordeal, especially with children being dragged into it. That's a line I don't think should ever be crossed. And honestly, does it even matter who really started it this time? I don't personally think so, because at this point, it feels like both of them know exactly how to push each other's buttons and they're willing to take it there. At the end of the day, I think all of this is just entertainment, and being completely honest with you, I'm starting to suspect that part of this might actually be set up somehow. I'm not saying for sure, but it feels too convenient sometimes, because we all know when Nicki drops an album, there's going to be some type of drama that follows. These beefs keep both of them in the spotlight, and whether we like it or not, that attention turns into streams, headlines, and money. On the other end, I don't personally think the hate itself is generated. It does seem to come from a very real place, especially considering what both of them said. I personally don't ever see this beef not being a thing. There's a lot of politics that come into play behind the scenes when it comes to the issues that Nicki and Cardi have with each other. So I think there's a lot of people behind the scenes who are very invested in seeing both of these women going.
Yeah, man. Some quick unemployment news, man. I ain't gonna hold you. This shit crazy, man. They need to fight it out, man. Aiden Ross set up the boxing event, man. I got my money on. I ain't gonna hold you in a fight. I low key have my money on Nicki, bro. But yeah, I got my money on Nicki. Nicki look like she got some hands on her. But like, comment, subscribe, man. And if you beefing, man, don't bring kids into it, man. They get to a different point. You gotta be ready to do some shit if you bringing up certain shit in the beef, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna catch you on the next video.